We are live. We are so excited. We are Kathy and Aaron Parker, and we have a very special guest on tonight to share a success testimony, a brand new Ruby on the team, Miss Angie Morris. Give it up for her. We are so excited. You guys are in for a real treat. Pay attention to this because Angie is going to share her story with us. And we are so excited because she is brand new to this industry and to these types of opportunities. And she is crushing it.
Absolutely, guys. This is a big deal. She hit a huge rank of Ruby with our company. You can see some of the financial rewards and benefits that come with that rank here on this graphic. And she did this very quickly. I think it was just your second month in the business, which
5 weeks.
She's like,
5 weeks.
Yeah, 5 weeks, which is amazing. So everyone who's watching live or the replay, drop a comment. Let us know you're here watching the replay or live. And if you want to go Ruby and have some Ruby success, drop a comment, let us know, and pay attention because Angie Morris did it in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So we're going to learn a little bit about her story, how she did that. So you definitely want to pay attention to this information. So yeah, go ahead. Let's go.
So Angie, tell everybody a little bit about who you are and your background and what you do for a living.
Well, I'm Angie Morris. I live in East Tennessee. I work in surgical oncology as a medical assistant. I've been in the medical field for, I'm going to date myself, almost 25 years. But it is a passion of mine to serve and help others.
Oh, I love that so much. And okay, so you got excited. Who presented this opportunity to you?
My sponsor, Marla.
Woo!
She's a rock star.
I love that. Is Marla a friend?
Yes, she is.
Oh, okay. So
we met at church when her and her husband and family moved from Atlanta.
Oh,
we like go to the same church.
So I always have to ask this because everyone who's on here, how would you like to sponsor someone who goes Ruby? Anyone? Okay. So a lot of times we're afraid to talk to our friends for whatever reason. And actually, let me ask you, Angie, have you ever done this type of business before in the past?
Never.
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 This is amazing. So that makes this whole thing even better because a lot of times when people see somebody coming in and super fast having big success like you've done, it's, oh, well, they've done this before and they have a big network and they have experience. Guys, she's never done this before. So, and the other part of that is Marla, who's absolutely crushing it. We're going to be interviewing her soon as well. Marla reached out to her friend. And so how many times do you in your mind, you're like, oh, she wouldn't do it or he wouldn't do it. You start to create a story in your mind of why somebody wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So Angie, tell us quickly just how that went as far as her reaching out to you, maybe what she said that piqued your interest because everybody wants to know.
What got you excited?
Yeah.
Well, she first told me about it when she joined the company. So I actually watched her for about a month. And then I went to her. I said, hey, I think I'm going to jump in with you. What do I need to do? And she was kind of shocked because she didn't think that I would be one of those people that would jump in with her.
Nice.
Because I can be a little bit of an introvert until I get to know you. And then I'll show both sides. So she told me what I needed to do, following the systems. I jumped in with a platinum pack. And from there, she was able to help me and guide me, show me step by step what I needed to do, put me in contact with you all. And I have just followed the systems and plugged into it in the training. And I'm learning as I go. Some days I don't know what I'm doing or how I'm doing it, but I'm figuring it out.
That's awesome.
I love that so much, guys. I don't know if you caught that, but she just paid attention and she duplicated the system that the leadership has already done here. Now, I also know you ladies locally are having Friday night wellness nights where you're getting prospects together and you're presenting all of the products together. Tell us a little bit how that's going because it's so exciting.
It's going pretty good. Matter of fact, this was one of our shirts that we wore at our last one that says health and wellness.
Nice.
To support it. We have a lot of fun. We put out the flyers, describe each one, what they are, what they can do for you. We do the pudding test so they can see it in person. And then we give our testimonies, those that have been on the products. We give our testimonies of how it's helped us and how we can't live without it.
Wow, that's so fun. I love that. Okay, so let's talk about, you're super excited. You've only been in 5 weeks. You went Ruby. How is this opportunity helping you in your life? Because we talked about this a little bit before we hopped on here. And this is important because a lot of people are going to relate with this.
Yes. Well, related to your Mojo's morning, your all story. I get paid every 2 weeks at my 40-hour week job. My husband is straightly commissioned. So there is a slow season where he works, and we're about to hit that slow season at the beginning of the year. So I'm constantly trying to save so we have backup for when we hit that season. Because my check, we just can't live off my check. So this opportunity has allowed me to not have to stress so much about next year, and I'll have a cushion to get us through. And it's a blessing.
Wow. I mean, I love that. Guys, raise your hand if you or someone you know can relate with that, right? Because things are a little crazy out there. Prices are going up, gas is going up, and we're coming into the holiday season. And so a lot of people are going to start feeling that, and they're going to want, some holiday money to get through. Maybe it's a slow season with work. And so I just love that this opportunity has blessed your family to get through this, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Tell everybody, what is your favorite product? I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh, that's a toss-up. It's a toss-up between the Glow or the Mojo. I think I'm addicted. The Glow.
We love them both too.
I get the best sleep with that Glow. It's amazing. And then my Mojo gets me going in the mornings. So they're a close tie. I can't say one over the other.
I agree with that. I agree.
That's awesome. So I love what you said about Marla, and I just want to bring this back up really quick because there's a lot of associates that are watching this. By the way, as a side note, if somebody shared this with you and they said, hey, get on here, watch this, hear this story, this lady, Angie, she's just on fire. You got to hear her story. Get back to that person, the person who invited you here. Maybe they tagged you. Maybe they sent you this video. You want to get back to them. They can get you a presentation, learn more, get started. If you're not a part of our business yet, you don't want to miss out on this opportunity. But for those that are already in the business, the associates that are watching, what Marla did is let me just clarify. Did she reach out to you at the beginning and offer this to you? She did. Okay.
She reached out and told me about new adventure, and at that point my gut told me to jump in with her that night, and I didn't do it.
That's okay. That's okay. So that's actually, I'm sorry, say again.
I had doubts that I could not do it.
I love that because that's normal. Mm-hmm. So how many people out there maybe watching this, you have doubts, and maybe somebody's already shared this business with you and you haven't joined yet. And what Marla did was brilliant, is even though Angie said no, because she had her doubts, guess what Marla did? She went on a mission. She was on fire. And she didn't wait for Angie. She didn't wait for anyone. She got to work, and she started making noise. She was being loud. She was having success. And Angie's over here like,
I need to jump in.
Hold up. Marla, what is going on? And so it's important for all of you to realize that your friends and all the people that you're prospecting, they may not join right away. And you need to let that motivate you and light that fire under you to show them. And that's exactly what Marla did. She showed Angie what was up. Mm-hmm. And guess what Angie did? Angie was like, hey, Marla, we got to talk. and she got started, and boom, huge success story on the team. So I just love that. I like to kind of reverse engineer some of that sometimes. Angie, anything you want to share on that at all?
No, that's exactly what happened. And I'm excited. I can't wait to see what next year brings for me or for my. And I signed my husband up, so he's just getting going as well. We're trying to get him to Jade.
I love that. And I have no doubt that that will happen. And if you guys are not in already and you're watching this, yes, if you are married, you can have 2 positions here. They let us double dip here. And so it's amazing. It's just a double blessing. So anything in closing, Angie, any tips for someone out there who's watching this and hasn't jumped in yet and is maybe nervous and they've never done this like
or has
you.
doubts like you did?
Yeah. What advice would you give them?
I would say to put those fears aside and just step out of your box and do it. I mean, I did it. You got to believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, you can do it.
I love that. Perfect. All right.
I love it. Well, by the way, Angie, qualifying for Ruby, you are 1 month down and 2 months to go, and you'll officially get an invitation to Ruby Base Camp, which is when you get to go to corporate in Utah. We're actually going like next
weekend.
Oh, wow.
And there's going to be a bunch of power team going to the next Ruby Base Camp. So we are so excited for you to be able to qualify for that. And we're excited for you just to keep moving up the ranks. You're just on fire. So Angie Morris, congratulations. Everybody, give it up in the comments. Give Angie a huge congrats, and do not miss out on this opportunity. Get back to the person who shared this with you. Get started. You'll be glad you did.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.